baby, we belong together. Oh, talk to me till the sun comes up. Weapons. We belong together. I think I lost my pencil. Good morning, guys. Good morning, guys. Morning, everyone. How everybody doing this Saturday morning? Oh, good Lord, everything needs to break up. Good morning, guys. Bless up on yourself. Good morning. Good morning. Winsome. Morning, Winsome. I can't cause this, you know. Winsome. Me say, don't blame me. Blame Carter. She caused it. What is something I spin, so? Winsome. Don't blame me. Blame Card. Me say, she is the one responsible for all of this. So she caused it. No lies told here. She caused it. She is responsible for what is going on here or what has not gone on here. On the phone when me there, they look for from when. Yeah, she's the one responsible. But we're not gonna hold her to it too hard. Yeah? We're gonna move right along. Morning, guys. How everybody doing this here Saturday morning? Good to see you all. Yeah, we are here another day. We are going to be doing what we do, guys. We are here gathered again to do our Bible reading. Y'all know how we do each morning over here. Today is no different. We are going to be reading. We're going to finish reading the book of Mark this morning, guys. I just P, P, good morning. P, you come to hear the Bible reading, you know, you need it. You are said that over the Bible. Where you say why you say I'm saying over the Bible? Yeah, and people, oh please don't forget to hit the like button. What wrong with you know? Oh, don't think the like button I go buy it to know? Ciao. Anyway, P, me so glad to see you, my glad bag boss. What's up? Wait, so Joe can't say anything, you know. Joe can't say anything. Cause anything him say, him will get away with it. You know better try the same thing. Anxiously asleep. Oh you do both at the same time. Or you're anxious and sleeping at the same time. It's one or the other, right, boss twin? Bless up yourself. How you doing? All right, so guys, this morning we're gonna do what we do. We're gonna get our Bibles, Book Bible, Google Bible, whichever Bible you're gonna get, and we're gonna finish reading the book of Mark. We've been reading the book of Mark now for the last few days, and it is actually Mark's account of Jesus' time on earth according to the Bible. Now we had seen that same account being given by Matthew with a little bit of a variation because you all know, if you are Jamaican, we used to play, especially on a Friday, we used to play this little game at school, say pass the story on. You all ever play that game? Pass the story on. And the teacher would line up everybody in a circle and she would whisper one thing to the first person and tell that person to whisper what she said to the other person. And that person whispered to the other person. It would go right around. And at the end, she would compare what the last person heard to what she actually said to the first person, and usually it's never the same. So that's how it is when stories pass from mouth to ear, mouth to ear, mouth to ear. It usually gets distorted, and even sometimes when people are in the same space having the same experience, the stories usually come out different for one reason or the other. Sometimes it is a deliberate attempt to distort the story to suit a particular narrative, and other times it is a genuine, either genuine misconception, or somebody genuinely didn't see what they thought they saw. But some way or the other, stories usually come out different when different people write them. It could also be because of people's biases. They write the story, they say, I heard Winsome talking to Trevor, and this is what she said. The person, the author, could be saying that because they want to create a narrative that says Winsome and I are talking about a particular person, while somebody else could have written the narrative because they were right there and they heard exactly what was said. So, in any case, as we read it and we compare the narrative from Mark and the narrative from Matthew, we see that the message is the same. Yeah, the message is the same. The little bit of a distortion in the presentations, nah, don't really so much matter. All right, Veronica, how are you doing? And I'm see card finger them at work, card. Yeah, man, your finger them for work. After what you do me last night, yeah, your finger them for work. But then, but welcome, guys. Welcome. We are going to continue with the reading of the Bible. We are on to Mark chapter 14. All right. So those of you like Janet, bless up yourself, Janet. Let us begin. Mark, I keep saying Matthew. Guys, you gotta forgive me now. I keep saying Matthew, but we are on to the book of Mark. Actually, Mark chapter 14. Let's begin. Right, Winsome? Let's begin. Mark chapter 14. After 2 days. After 2 days was the feast of the Passover, and of unleavened bread. And the chief priests and the scribes sought how they might take him by craft and put him to death. So they were trying to trick Jesus. They tried to come up with some kind of trick to to get him away, because you see the multitudes were following him. There were a lot of people who were around him. So with the people being around him, they figured that he was protected, but they wanted to sneak in and steal him so that they could go put him to death. Because you see, their authority and their positions were being threatened by his presence. So them no want him about ya. Them no want the person here about you, right, Rambo kid? Them no want him about you because too many people following him. Too many people following him. So his presence, people starting to believe in him, and the fact that he was a Jew, they don't want that at all, because their objective was to ensure that the Jewish people never got it, never ever, nobody from amongst the Jews ever rise up again to be powerful in the region. That was their objective. And then here comes this Jesus, and he has this great following, and he is doing all these things. And there's so many people who are starting to praise him and bow down to him. And I know they can't have that. They can't have that. So he had to go. He had to go. Good morning, Joe. Joseph, good morning to you, Jojo. How are you doing? Janet. Okay, JC Jones is here, and Tammy, welcome. Let us continue reading. After 2 days was the feast of the Passover and of leavened bread, and And the chief priests and the scribes sought how they might take him by craft and put him to death. But they say, not on the feast day, lest there be an uproar of the people. And being in Bethany, in the house of Simon the leper, as he sat at meat, there came a woman having an alabaster box of ointment of spikenard, very precious, and she brake the box and poured it on his head. And there were some that had indignation within themselves and said, why was this waste of the ointment made? For it might have been sold for more than 300 pence and have been given to the poor. And they murmured against her. Verse 6. And Jesus said, leave her alone. Why are you troubling her? She hath wrought a good work for me. For he hath the poor with you always, and whensoever he will, he may do them good. But me he have not always. Y'all get that? So Jesus is sitting in the house of Simon the leper. Uh, those big men those days, chief priests and those people, they don't go amongst the lepers and the people who are deathly ill and sick. No, they're too good for that. But Jesus, he went among the people who were discarded, the people who were considered to be the lowest of the low. Yeah, the people who were bedridden, the people who were sick and sores. He went amongst those people. And that too was one thing that the chief priests and others, they didn't like that. The people in authority, they didn't like that, because they wanted the people to accept their way, that when you are in authority, you remain amongst the people in authority. You do not mix and mingle with the have-nots. Yeah, the only thing the have-nots, only time you mix and mingle with the have-nots is with the money that they pay. The money that they pay for taxes, yeah, you take that. The money they pay for anything else, you take that. But you ain't gonna sit down and make nobody see you sitting at the table eating with somebody who has sores all over his body. You don't make nobody see you sitting there having a chat with somebody who is homeless, with somebody who is hungry, who is indigent. But Jesus, by him doing that, being among the leper and the sick and the poor, he was a threat to their existence. They wanted to remove that threat by all means. So here he's sitting with Simon the leper. The woman comes in with these expensive oils and she pours it on his head. And the people say, what? What you doing? The oil's so expensive. You could have sold this oil for $300,000. Let's just say. Yeah, this oil is expensive. It is hard to find. You know how much this oil is worth, woman? And you take it, come pour it on this man's head. You don't have nothing better to do with the good oil. You could sell it, you know how much money you'd make. And Jesus said to them, leave the woman alone. Because you see this oil where she pour upon my head? And you see this oil where she pour upon my head? No worry about the oil where she pour upon my head. Because the poor people you are saying that she could sell this oil and give to the poor, you are going to always have poor people around you. There's always going to be poor people among you. But me, I'm only here for a short time. You are not going to always have me here. So leave her alone. Let her do a little good to me. Because pretty soon I will be gone. I will be gone and I will not be here anymore. The amazing M&G's in the house. Bless up yourself, sis. How are you doing? Send me two of them kneesberry then. I see I eat kneesberry now. I say, watch her now. Watch her now. Okay, guys. So let's move on to chapter 14, verse 8. She hath done what she could. She is come aforehand to anoint my body to the burying. Verily I say unto you, wheresoever this gospel shall be preached throughout the whole world, this also that she hath done shall be spoken of for a memorial of her. And Judas Iscariot, one of the 12, went in unto the chief priests to betray him unto them. And when they heard it, they were glad and promised to give him money. And he sought how he might conveniently betray him. And the first day of unleavened bread, when they killed the Passover, his disciples said unto him, where wilt thou that we go and prepare that thou mayest eat the Passover? And he sent forth two of his disciples and said unto them, go ye into the city, and there shall meet you a man bearing a pitcher of water. Follow him, and wheresoever ye shall go in, say ye to the good man of the house, the master saith, where is the guest chamber where I shall eat the Passover with my disciples? And he will show you a large upper room, furnished and prepared. There make ready for us. And his disciples went forth and came into the city, and found as he had said unto them, and they made ready the Passover. And in the evening he came with the 12. And as they sat and did eat, Jesus said, verily I say unto you, one of you which eat with me shall betray me. And they began to be sorrowful, and to say unto him one by one, is it I? Is it I? Is it I? Everybody's asking, is it I who will betray you? And he answered and said unto them, it is one of the 12. It is one of the 12 that dips with me in the dish. The Son of Man indeed goes, as it is written of him, but woe to that man by whom the Son of Man is betrayed. Good were it for him that he had not even been born. And as they were eating, Jesus took bread, and he blessed it, and he broke it, and he gave it to them, and said, take, eat, this is my body. And he took the cup, and when he had given thanks, he gave it to them, and they all drank it. They all drank from it. And he said unto them, this is my blood of the New Testament, which is shed for many. Peter, you come? Good morning, Peter. Christopher is here, Benjamin, and Miss Senna. Morning, guys. Hope everybody having a good morning so far. We are on to the book of Mark, chapter 14, and verse 23. And he took the cup, and when he had given thanks, he gave it to them, and they all drank from it. And he said unto them, this is my blood of the New Testament, which is shed for many. Verily I say unto you, I will drink no more of the fruit of the vine until that day that I drink it new in the kingdom of God. And when they had sung a hymn, they went out into the Mount of Olives. And Jesus said unto them, all ye shall be offended because of me this night. For it is written, I will smite the shepherd, and the sheep shall be scattered. But after that, I am risen. I will go before you into Galilee. But Peter, but Peter said unto him, although all shall be offended, yet will I not. And Jesus said unto him, verily I say unto you, that this day, even in this night, before the cock crows twice, thou shalt deny me 3 times. Verse 31. But he spake the more vehemently, if I should die with thee, I will not deny thee in any wise. Likewise also said they all. So all of them, they only say it. It's just a word of mouth, right? Zip 99 and Million Connie. Let's read that part again. Verse 29. But Peter said unto him, although all shall be offended, yet will I not. And Jesus said unto him, verily I say unto you, that this day, even in this night, before the cock crows twice, you shall deny me 3 times. But he spake the more vehemently, if I should die with thee, I will not deny thee in any wise. Likewise also said they all. Yeah. But we know what happened, right? After that. All right? So Peter just word of mouth. Yeah. Even if I die with you, I don't care what anybody else say. I will die with you. But Jesus knew better. That was only word of mouth from Peter. And they came to the place which was named Gethsemane. And he said to his disciples, sit here while I shall pray. And he took with him Peter and James and John, and began to be sore amazed, and to be very heavy, and said unto them, my soul is exceedingly sorrowful unto death. Tarry here and watch. And he went forward a little, and fell on the ground, and prayed that, if it were possible, the hour might pass from him. And he said, Abba. Now, remember the word Abba is usually the word, it's an ancient Jewish word for daddy, like we would say daddy. Father, all things are possible unto thee. Take away this cup from me. Nevertheless, not what I will, but what thou wilt. And he came and he found them all asleep. And he said unto Peter, Simon, are you sleeping? Could you not wait for me an hour? Watch and pray, lest ye enter into temptation. The spirit truly is ready, but the flesh is weak. And again he went away, and he prayed, and he spoke the same words. And when he returned, he found them asleep again, for their eyes were heavy. Neither wouldst they what to answer him. They couldn't answer him. They were sound asleep as he was talking to them. They were sound asleep. And he came the third time, and he said unto them, sleep on now, and take your rest. It is enough. The hour is come. Behold, the Son of Man is betrayed into the hands of sinners. Rise up, rise up, let us go, because lo, he that betrayed me is at hand. And immediately, while he was speaking, Judas came. He was one of the 12. And with him was a great multitude with their swords and their staves, from the chief priests and the scribes and the elders. Everybody showed up with Judas. And he that betrayed him had given them a token, saying, Whomsoever I shall kiss, that same person is he. Take him and lead him away safely. Mm, mm, mm. And as soon as he was come, he went straightway to him and said, Master, Master, and kissed him. And they laid their hands on him and took him. And one of them that stood by drew a sword and smote a servant of the high priest and cut off his ear. And Jesus answered and said unto them, Are ye come out as against a thief with swords and with staves to take me? Yeah. Why don't have to come out so strongly to take me? We don't have to come with sword and all of these weapons just to take me. I don't think I'm that much of a threat that you have to come with all those things. I was daily with you in the temple teaching, and you all didn't take me then, but the scriptures must be fulfilled. And they all forsook him and fled. And there followed him a certain young man, having a linen cloth cast about his naked body. And the young man laid hold on him. And he left the linen cloth and fled from them naked. And they led Jesus away to the high priest, and with him were assembled all the chief priests and the elders and the scribes. And Peter followed him afar off. So that account from Mark and the account from Matthew seem to have been the same so far, right? About Judas coming with all the chief priests and everybody, and how they had their swords and ready for Jesus. And he told them, the person I kiss is the person I want you all to take. He kissed Jesus, they took him away, and all the other disciples fled. Remember, say them same one had just said when Peter said, if it even mean that I die with you, I am willing. And all of them say they would. All of them said they would not leave him. They will not leave his side. But here comes the test now. This was the test to see how truthful they were with those words. And as soon as them capture Jesus, the one of them run gone. And Peter followed afar off. Verse 54, and Peter followed him afar off, even into the palace of the high priest. And he sat with the servants, and he warmed himself at the fire. And the chief priests and all the council sought for witness against Jesus to put him to death, but they found none. For many bare false witness against him, but their witness agreed not together. Yeah, so several people came to bear false witness. Jesus to this, Jesus to that. But no two people were saying the same thing. And there arose certain and bare false witness against him, saying, We heard him say, I will destroy this temple that is made with hands, and within 3 days I will build another temple without hands. But neither so did their witness agree together. And the high priest stood up in the midst and asked Jesus, saying, Are you not answering? What is it which thou witness against which these witness against thee? Jesus was neither saying yea nor nay, not saying they're telling the truth or they're telling lies. He's not defending himself. He's not saying you are lying. I didn't say that or I didn't do that. He's not saying anything. So the chief priest gets up in the middle among the people and said, you know, uh, Jesus, answer. What is your defense? Aren't you saying anything? And Jesus said, mouth shut, canana pop. He ain't saying a word. Right, Joseph? He ain't saying a word. He held his, verse 61 says, but he held his peace and answered nothing. Again the high priest asked him and said unto him, art thou the Christ, the Son of the Blessed? And Jesus said, I am. And ye shall see, the Son of Man sitting on the right hand of power and coming in the clouds of heaven. Then the high priest rent his clothes and said, what need we any further witnesses? Ye have heard the blasphemy. What do you think? And they all condemned him to be guilty of death. And some began to spit on him and to cover his face and to buffet him and to say unto him, prophesy, prophesy. And the servants did strike him with the palms of their hands. So here comes everybody. Oh, that every jet life, what's up? They're spitting on him, they're beating him, they're slapping him, they're doing all kinds of cruel things to him. And verse 66 says, and as Peter was beneath in the palace, there came one of the maids of the high priest. And when she saw Peter warming himself by the fire, she looked upon him and said, and thou also was with Jesus of Nazareth. But he denied it, saying, I know not, neither do I understand what you are saying. And he went out onto the porch, and the rooster went cuckoo. And that proved what Jesus had said would have happened to have happened. Yeah, that he was going to be denied and the cock was going to crow. And here Peter was denying him as the cock crowed. Verse 69, and a maid saw him again and began to say to them that stood by, this is one of them. He was with Jesus of Nazareth. And he denied it again. And a little time after, they that stood by said again to Peter, hey, surely you are one of them. You are a Galilean. And their speech agreed, they all agreed that Peter was a Galilean. He was traveling also with Jesus of Nazareth. But Peter began to curse and to swear at the people, saying, I know not this man of whom you speak. Me don't know the man from nowhere. I never see me, I never blessed upon the man from the day I was born out of my mother's womb. You see it? You see how Peter wicked? Yeah. So not one of the disciples stood with Jesus. You see that? Not even one of them was willing to stand up and say, yes, me know him. Me did follow him. He gave us authority and power. Them afraid for their life. Not one. When you ever hear Granny sing that song, they say, no, not one. No, not one. Verse 72, and this is the last verse of chapter 14. And the second time the cock crowed, and Peter called to mind the word that Jesus had said to him, before the cock crowed twice, thou shalt deny me 3 times. And when he thought upon it, he wept. So when he remembered what Jesus had said, because remember Jesus had said that one of them was going to deny him 2 times before the cock crow, 3 times. He want to deny him 3 times before the cock crow. And it came to pass. And when Peter remembered that it just happened that he denied Jesus 3 times and that Jesus had prophesied it and the cock crow, just as Jesus had said it would happen, he wept. He wept bitterly. Let's move on to chapter 15. Chapter 15. Raphael is in the place. And 1A, how you doing? Good morning. Happy Saturday morning to you all, guys. I know some of you today are Sabbath on enough of the on the internet. Blessed one is in the house. See, you may talk about Sabbath. This is the blessed blessed one. How you doing? How you doing? Flick me upon my mouth right there, so. Flick me upon my mouth, Sister Blessed One. Say, tap it nice. I would have Tarp Borrell here. Tarp Borrell, bless up yourself. Good morning. Welcome, welcome. How you doing, Sister Blessed One? Good to see you, Sugar. Hope you're having a good morning so far. All right, we are on to the book of Mark. Mark chapter 15, lovely people. Get out your Bible. If you're just joining, if you are just joining, welcome into the morning live where we do the reading of the Bible. Now, this reading of the Bible is quite different from other lives that you go in where the Bible is being read, because here we do not endorse any particular religion or denomination. I am actually on a quest to read the Bible from beginning to end, and I am taking you on that journey with me. I know not anything and I do not propose to. I am only reading it from the Bible. So whatever you hear me say, it is straight out of the good book. Yeah, that's why I invite you to follow along, and we're reading with context. So we know who said what, when, where, and under what circumstances it was being said. We don't no longer want to be led like sheep to the slaughter. We want to be knowledgeable about what we are following. Right, Dwayne? Yeah. Aston, bless up yourself. Ian, thank you for them taps. Thank you all, guys. Yeah. It's the best day to be here to greet all God. It's the best day, the day that we get to see. Every day you get to see is the best day for you, because there's one day when you're going to wake up dead. You will not see another. So every day that you wake up, you got a lot to give thanks for. All right? So make us move along. Roll on up, gentle people. And let us read chapter 15. And straightway in the morning, the chief priest held a consultation with the elders and scribes and the whole council. And they bounded Jesus, and they carried him away and delivered him to Pilate. Freedom Trail, good morning. 100. Give me just one more night. Give me just one more night. Let us continue. And Pilate asked him, "Art thou the king of the Jews?" I don't know why Pilate asked him that, right? Why was it important for Pilate to ask that question, "Are you the king of the Jews?" It was important because all around, as I've said many times before, all around the region, they had one single objective where the Jewish people, the descendants, one single objective. Why is this thing coming on? Oh, my bad. Yes. All around the region, they had one single objective, and that was to ensure that the Jews never, ever rose up to prominence again. That was the objective. The Syrians, the Jordanians, everybody around. That was their collective objective. The Jewish people must not rise to prominence ever again. And so collectively they were doing whatever they could to ensure that that never happened again. And then here comes Jesus. And he seems to be taking the Jewish people to a level, a higher level that they had never seen before. Because they'd never seen so many people go and follow Jewish king. They had never read about it like that. They had never read of or heard of any other Jewish leader who was so prominent, who was able to do all these miracles and be so respected. They never heard of any other Jewish leader to be this powerful. And now here he comes. Here he comes, and they are determined. They are determined to shut him down. So Pilate asked him, that's why Pilate asked him this question: are you the king of the Jews? And he answered and said unto him, thou said it, like you said it. And the chief priest accused him of many things, but he didn't answer. He answered nothing. He said not a word. And Pilate asked him again, saying, are you going to answer nothing? Aren't you going to say anything? Behold, how many things they witness against you. But Jesus still didn't answer, didn't say a word. So that Pilate was marveled. Now at that feast he released unto them one prisoner, whomsoever they desired. And there was one named Barabbas, which lay bound with them that had made insurrection with him. So, they had tried to overthrow the government. This Barabbas, him and his people, had tried to overthrow the government, and they threw him in prison. Right up, King? They threw him in prison. So that's why he was in prison with his others, with his fellow insurrectionists. I mean, only in today's world, the insurrectionists, the followers of the leading insurrectioner, the followers get jail time, but the leader of the insurrection is still free. But anywho, we're going to continue reading. We're reading the Bible version, not the US version. Okay? Let us continue. Let us continue reading. Verse 7 of chapter 15. And there was one named Barabbas, which lay bound with them that had made insurrection with him, who had committed murder in the insurrection. And the multitude, crying aloud, began to desire him to do as he had ever done unto them. But Pilate answered them, saying, will ye that I release unto you the King of the Jews? For he knew that the chief priests had delivered him for envy. But the chief priests moved the people that he should rather release Barabbas unto them. And Pilate answered and said again unto them, what will ye then that I shall do unto him whom ye shall call the King of the Jews? And they cried out again and said, crucify him. Exactly, Winsome. Exactly, Sister Winsome. When you try to overthrow the government, you commit an insurrection trying to overthrow the government. We saw it here 3 years ago. And now a lot of people, whole heap of Barabbas, are now serving their prison time. Oh my God. Let us continue, Brenda. Good morning, guys. Let us continue reading. Verse 11. But the chief priest moved the people that he should rather release Barabbas unto them. Yeah, him tell the people him not gonna release Barabbas unto them. And Pilate answered and said again unto them, what will ye then that I shall do with him who calls himself King of the Jews? Yeah, so he said, me I go release Barabbas too now. If you no take Barabbas, what do you want me to do with this man where them call King of the Jews? You know what I mean, Winsome? Yes, sister. All of that. What do you want me to do with the king, this man who called himself the King of the Jews? And they cried out again and said, crucify him. Then Pilate said unto them, why? What evil has he done? And they cried out the more exceedingly and said, crucify him, crucify him. And so Pilate, willing to content the people, released Barabbas unto them and delivered Jesus when he had scourged him to be crucified. Verse 16. And the soldiers led him away into the hall, called Praetorium, and they called together the whole band. And they clothed him with purple, and plat a crown of thorns, and put it about his head. You know that when we were reading back in around Leviticus, when something that is big abomination. Y'all remember when we were reading when I think it was in Exodus when Moses was giving the people the instructions about the color that the priests were supposed to wear, what their robes were supposed to be made of. You remember that the color purple, he had said, was supposed to be the color that the robes were to be made of, and to have like gold trimmings, and to have the breastplates, the breastplates adorned with the names of the 12 tribes of Israel. Y'all remember? Now, I wonder if, yes, purple and there was blue, and they were supposed to put what? Patterns of pomegranate on the hem, something like that. Right, Phoebe, bless up yourself. Yeah, and I wonder if that had anything to do with why the color purple was chosen of the clothes they put on Jesus. Could be, right? Okay. Let's continue. Verse 18. Verse 17 again, and they clothed them with purple, and plat a crown of thorns, and put it about his head, and began to salute him. Hail, King of the Jews! And they smote him on the head with a reed, and spit on him, and bowing their knees, they worship him. So what in the world is going on here? They're bowing their knees to worship him, and at the same time, they might lick him and I spit on him. Hold on, they must miss out something there. So let me read that again. And they clothed him in purple, and plat a crown of thorns, and put it on his head. And they began to salute him, saying, Hail, King of the Jews! And they smote him on the head with a reed, and they spit on him, and bowing their knees, worshipped him. Was this all a mockery? Because you can't be spitting on somebody and slapping them and at the same time bowing down to worship them. So that definitely has to be mockery. And when they had mocked him, all right. And when they had mocked him, they took off the purple from him and put his own clothes on him and led him out to crucify him. And they compelled one Simon, a Cyrenian, who passed by, coming out of the country, the father of Alexander and Rufus, to bear his cross. Let's read that again. And they compelled, that means they forced a man named Simon of a Cyrenian, who was passing by. He was coming from the country. He was the father of Alexander and Rufus. They forced him to bear the cross. And they brought him into the place Golgotha, which is being interpreted the place of a skull. And they gave him a drink wine mingled with myrrh, but he received it not. Somebody blessed says, symbolic of what will eventually happen, for Jesus is the real King of Kings. You mean what will eventually, say that for me again. You say symbolic of what will eventually happen? I mean, what we will eventually read about? Oh, Curtis Paul, bless himself. TT is here, powerful is here. So that again for me, sis. Verse 24, let's read 23 again. And they gave him a drink wine mingled with myrrh, but he received it not. And when they had crucified him, they parted his garments, casting lots upon them, what every man should take. And it was the third hour, and they crucified him. And the superscription of his accusation was written over, the King of the Jews. And with him they crucified two thieves, the one on his right and the one on his left. And the scripture was fulfilled, which said, and he was numbered with the transgressors. And they that passed by railed on him, wagging their heads and saying, Ha ha! Thou that destroyest the temple and built it in 3 days. Save yourself and come down from the cross. Likewise also the chief priests mockingly said among themselves with the scribes, he saved others, ha ha, but himself he can't save. Let Christ the King of Israel descend now from the cross, that we may see and believe. And they that were crucified with him reviled him. And when the 6th hour was come, there was darkness. And when the 6th hour was come, there was darkness over the whole land until the 9th hour. And at the 9th hour, Jesus cried with a loud voice, saying, Eloi, Eloi, lama sabachthani, which is being interpreted, my God, why hast thou forsaken me? And some of them that stood by, when they heard it, said, Behold, he is calling Isaiah. Now it says Elias here, but remember, that would have been Isaiah. He's calling Elias. And one ran and filled a sponge full of vinegar and put it on a reed and gave him to drink, saying, Let alone, let us see whether Elias will come to take him down. And Jesus cried with a loud voice and gave up the ghost. And the veil of the temple was rent in twain. Twain is two. The veil of the temple was ripped in two from the top to the bottom. And when the centurion, which stood over against him, saw that he so cried out and gave up the ghost, he said, truly, this man was the Son of God. There were also women looking on afar off, among whom was Mary Magdalene, and Mary, the mother of James, the less of Joseph and Salome, who also, when he was in Galilee, followed him and ministered unto him, and many other women which came up with him in unto Jerusalem. And now, when the evening was come, because it was the preparation, that is, the day before the Sabbath, Joseph of Arimathea, an honorable counselor, which also waited for the kingdom of God, came and went in boldly unto Pilate and craved the body of Jesus. We're going to read yesterday again. We're going to read that again. We're going to read from chapter 15, verse 36, verse 35. And some of them that stood by, when they heard it, said, behold, he's calling Elias. And one ran and filled a sponge full of vinegar and put it on a reed and gave him to drink, saying, let alone, let us see whether Elias will come to take him down. And Jesus cried with a loud voice and gave up the ghost. And the veil of the temple was rent in two from the top to the bottom. And when the centurion which stood over against him saw that he so cried out and gave up the ghost, he said, truly, this man was the Son of God. There were also women who were looking on from afar off, among whom was Mary Magdalene, and Mary, the mother of Jesus, the less and of Joseph and Salome, who also, when he was in Galilee, followed him and ministered unto him, and many other women which came up with him unto Jerusalem. And now when the evening was come, before it was the preparation, that is, the day before the Sabbath, Joseph of Arimathea, an honorable counselor, which also waited for the kingdom of God, came and went in boldly unto Pilate and craved the body of Jesus. And Pilate marveled if he were already dead. And calling unto him the centurion, he asked him whether he had been any while dead. So here comes Joseph. Joseph went in boldly to Pilate to say, listen, it's coming on to the Sabbath. Give us the body of our king. Give us his body. Him already dead. And Pilate was pleased that, hey, him dead, but we have to find out from the centurion first if he's really, really dead. And Pilate marveled if he were really already, if he was already dead. And calling unto him the centurion, he asked him whether he had been any while dead, or like how long ago him dead, how long now he been dead on the cross. And when he knew it of the centurion, he gave the body to Joseph. So when the centurion confirmed to Pilate how long Jesus had been dead on the cross, Pilate agreed to hand over the body to Joseph. And he bought fine linen and took him down and wrapped him in the linen and laid him in a sepulchre which was hewn out of rock, and rolled a stone unto the door of the sepulchre. And Mary Magdalene and Mary, the mother of Joseph, beheld where he was laid. Blessed said they were fulfilling God's plans. Yes, they were. May I look for something here, so in the book of Matthew. Hold on there. Let me look for something here. Herod's brother, that's Herod's brother. Now let's see if we find something here. So I'm sure somebody did write it down. Somebody write it down. Hold on, the people. La 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 la. La 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 la. I was looking for something here, but it looked like okay. Hold on there. Let me look for something I wanted to share with y'all. If I find it, me share it. If I don't find it, because I thought. Make we look at Mark chapter 6. When I was reading just now, and it talk about this Salome. Now, I don't remember hearing this Salome being mentioned. Andrea, what's up? Good morning. I don't remember this Salome. Remember I said Mary Magdalene was looking on because she had come with Joseph. Remember Joseph? As we had read before in Mark chapter 6. In Mark chapter 6, it had spoken of Jesus's siblings. And he said Jesus's siblings, his brothers, were James, Joseph, Judah, and Simon. But me never hear them say nothing about this Salome. But here in Mark, it mentioned, and it sounds like a female name. But I don't know. Let me not sweat over it. Right, Shirley? We're not gonna sweat over it. Mr. AG, you know, from when me there, you're wait for you. I may say, I'm not gonna come read the Bible 4 o'clock until AG come. Because I know say AG now go wake up before at least 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock. So I'm coming later. And here I am, and here you are. You see how I can read your mind, AG? Yeah, me and you do things together. My spam, bless up yourself. James, good morning to you, James. Yeah, Jesus' brother. What you mean by me to stop lying? May I read the Bible? AG, what you mean? May I read the Bible? Me not tell no lie. Me serious. Serious as a heart attack. Me serious. Yeah, AG, I say, me not talk truth. Me can't read the Bible and not talk the truth, AG. Welcome, what you doing? I hope you stay safe on them streets. When me done, me go wash out my mouth. Don't worry yourself. Debbie Debs, bless up yourself. Bless up yourself. Me need a wait for you. Actually, you don't know. I'm gonna wait for you. We are moving on to chapter 16 in the book of Mark. So, guys, those of you who are following me in your book Bible, yeah, roll on to the book Bible and come follow me. And to Matthew chapter, not Matthew, I keep saying Matthew, but y'all know it's Mark, right, Alex? Mark chapter 16. And when the Sabbath, oh yeah, tend to your garden, me I go, they go tend to mine too in a little bit before the sun come up. And when the Sabbath was past, Mary Magdalene and Mary, the mother of James and Salome, had bought sweet spices that they might come and anoint him. And very early in the morning, the first day of the week, they came unto the sepulchre at the rising of the sun. And they said among themselves, who shall roll us away this stone from the door of the sepulchre? Yeah, them said that door, yeah, that big old stone where them put in at the sepulchre, it too heavy. How are gonna roll it away for us? And when they looked, they saw that the stone was rolled away, for it was a very, very big stone. Yes, it was big, it was grand, it was ginormous, it was huge. It had already been rolled away. And when they looked, they saw that the stone was rolled away, for it was very great. And entering into the sepulchre, they saw a young man sitting on the right side, clothed in a long white garment, and they were afraid. And he said unto them, be not afraid. Ye seek Jesus of Nazareth, which was crucified. He is risen. He is not here. Behold, the place where they laid him. But go your way, tell his disciples and Peter that he goes before you into Galilee. There ye shall find him, as he said unto you. And they went out quickly and fled from the sepulchre, for they trembled and were amazed. Neither said they anything to any man, for they were deathly afraid. Now when Jesus was risen early the first day of the week, he appeared first to Mary Magdalene, out of whom he had cast 7 devils. Okay, so he appeared Jesus first appeared to Mary Magdalene, out of whom he had cast 7 devils. And she went and told them that had been with him, as they mourned and wept. And they, when did cast out them 7 devils here out of Mary Magdalene? I don't remember. I have to go look that up. When did cast out them 7 devils there out of Mary Magdalene? Now, when Jesus was risen early, the first day of the week, he appeared first to Mary Magdalene, out of whom he had cast 7 devils. And she went and told them that had been with him, as they mourned and wept. And they, when they had heard that he was alive and had been seen of her, did not believe her. After that, he appeared in another form unto 2 of them, as they walked and went into the country. And they went and told it unto the residue, neither did they believe them. Afterwards, he appeared unto the 11, as they sat at meat, and upbraided them with their unbelief and hardiness of heart, because they believed not them that had seen him after he was risen. And he said unto them, Go ye into all the world and preach the gospel to every creature. He that believes and is baptized shall be saved, but he that believe not shall be damned. And these signs shall follow them that believe. In my name shall they cast out devils. They shall speak with new tongues. They shall take up serpents. And if they bring any deadly thing, it shall not hurt them. They shall lay hands on the sick, and they shall recover. So then, after the Lord had spoken unto them, he was received up into the heaven, and sat on the right hand of God. And they went forth and preached everywhere, the Lord working with them and confirming the word with signs following. Amen. Jocelyn and Rex, bless upon yourself. Yeah. And here ends the reading of Mark chapter 16. Here ends the reading of the book of Mark as he outlines how Jesus, that's his account, that's Mark's account of how Jesus was crucified and how he rose again and was seen by the people. And those who saw him didn't believe, and they spread the word and they told others that they had seen him. He was not in the tomb, and nobody believed him. So now he tells them, go out and preach and tell the people that I was dead, that I have arisen and I have ascended and I am now sitting at the right hand of my Father, and preach it and tell it to everybody, and he who believes shall be saved and he who don't believe shall be damned. That's Mark's account. So the Bible says. All right. That, my friends, is where we are going to end the reading for this morning. I want to say thanks to everybody who came into the live, those who came into the reading. I want to say thanks to you all. When we come back tomorrow, we are going to be reading the book of Luke. We're going to start the book of Luke, and we will hear that account of what happened to Jesus. Because remember, Luke's account is basically going to be a repetition of Mark and Matthew's account of what happened to Jesus when he was on earth, into his crucifixion, into his resurrection, and into his ascension, as it is written. All right. I want to say thanks again to everybody who participated in the live, those of you who commented on the live, those of you who hit the like button, those of you who tap your screens, I sincerely, if you just came in just to listen and you sat there and listened, didn't tap, didn't say good morning, didn't say hello, didn't say anything, you just came and stood there, I hope some of this worked for you. I sincerely appreciate you. All right, Sister Blessed One, my love, Winsome, AG, Andrea, Joseph, the amazing M&G, Cod, and everybody else who was in the live. I want to say thanks to you all. I hope you all have yourselves a great Sabbath. All right, and whatever you do, be good to yourselves, be good to those around you. And as Jesus said, if there's two things you must remember, you don't have to remember the 1,000 principles that Moses left for you. What you must remember to do, two things. Him say, love the Lord with all your heart and love your neighbor as yourself. That's the two things. Outside of that, yeah, there is absolutely no way you can continue following all that Moses prescribed for you. You can't. And anybody here who want to tell me differently, just tell me, when last When was the last time you sacrificed one goat? When was the last time you sacrificed one cow? When was the last time you were looking for a red heifer for any reason? Other. All right? Yeah. We are going to continue to read the Bible as we are getting closer and closer to the end. Where's the record there? Hey, listen now. Listen, you see when Jesus arise out of the tomb, whole heap of people say a lie, nothing no go so. But there was a young man sitting in the tomb. There was a young man sitting in the tomb to tell Mary, and Mary say, Jesus not there here. Him raised up and him gone. Him raised up and gone. So here you are, come looking for cod, but you shall not see her. Yeah, look for her. You shall not see her. She's gone into Galilee. She gone. She gone into Galilee, AG. Trust me. Trust and believe me. She's Lord, me can't take my sit to make laugh, sir. But anywho, lovely people. That's where we're going to end this morning. I can't believe somebody done the live in a 1 hour. I forgot to stay here and chat like a bit. No man, we can't done the live so quick. It too quick. Not true. Not with some you and me. A blessed one. You and me and the shenanigans. Oh, no. Selena Morales, comenta mi amor. Yeah. So we can't done the live so quick. Me not understand. Me know somebody come late this man, but the live can't done so quick. It's too early. Not true with some. As much as me have some other things to do. It cannot too early. If me done the live, let me push it to at least 1.5 people. Yeah. Yeah, we can talk like a bit about what we need. Exactly. I tell you, my sister blessed one, in these days here, with all that is happening, oh my word. Me say, people, me say last night, me sit down here, so I may I tell you, say, me live maybe like, me I go say, me live about, me I go say about 10 miles. Me live about 10 miles from the airport, the BS airport. Me feel like say something gonna happen, you know. God know me feel like say something gonna happen. Me get a feeling. Where some if you go and go sleep or win some. Me never go sleep. Because me drop asleep last night on the live, you tell me say yesterday evening on the live. No man. Me not go sleep. Yesterday me did really want to stay up and chat to them, but me say a piece of sleep like me, see brother. I couldn't help it when somebody have to go sleep. Me sleep and me wake up. And I do quite a few things that I had to do. I said I'll come back live, but the body just wouldn't allow me. Yeah. So me do what I did have to do, and then me go back to sleep. Yeah, you know, sometimes the body tell me say, no, Trev, slow down. You're not 20 anymore. Yeah, roll up to 3 score. Rest yourself. But boy, the mind just not listen. But sometimes the spirit just knock me down and say, if you won't go lay down on your bed and sleep voluntarily, yeah, we are gonna knock you down, make you have no choice but to go lay down and go sleep. And that happened to me. That happened to me sometimes. So this morning me get up and was reflecting on my life and reflecting on, you know, all that I would have, could have, and should have done. And all these things. You know, I have no reflection on full life sometimes. Yeah, you can't go through this life without reflection, without stopping and thinking, you know, what if, me shoulda did do this, or me shoulda did do that, or me shouldn't did do this, or me shouldn't did do that, or I am going to do this, or I am going to do that. Something like that, you know. I have to do them there. I have to do those things every now and again, and then use whatever comes up as your motivation. Who's the perilous times are ahead of us? Sister, if no other truth were spoken, trust me. I say me live about 10 miles from the airport, Palm Base. Me say last night, I hear airplane sound. Me hear a fly low overhead and them coming from that direction. So I don't know what is happening, but people, we need to gear up ourselves. Don't know what is happening, but we need to be prepared because airplane no just get up. Airplane no just get up and fly by itself unless it have a mission to be on. And with all that's going on around the world, I wouldn't be surprised. Trust and believe me, I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, so it is what it is. But anyway, my plan say me I go finish doing me I do today early. I have to go cut me yard. Yeah, the yard, the grass, that's me I cut me yard because today is supposed to be a cool day. So me I go cut me yard before the sun come up. Yeah. They go pick some dandelion. Dandelion them a come up. Me not pick the dandelion them out of front because the people them dog them always a run through me yard. And I drop them little excrement all about the place. So me pick the one them run at the back. So go make me some dandelion tea. Yeah, go root up some dandelion and use the root of the dandelion to make some tea. Good for your heart, good for your liver, good for your kidney. All I don't want to talk about, you don't want dandelion. You better stop from put round up on the dandelion here. You put round up on the dandelion and kill it out, and you still have heart problem, you still have kidney problem, you still have liver problem, and you go a doctor and go buy the medication that make out a dandelion. You make that make sense to me. You help me and make it make sense. Make it make sense. Them tell you have to kill out the weed out of your yard. You don't need dandelion weed or weed in your yard. And you run go to Walmart or Lowe's or wherever. You run go buy Roundup or you go buy Roundown. You go buy whatever you go buy. And you use it to kill out the dandelion in your yard. The dandelion is your medicine, you know, for your heart and your liver and your kidney, you know. And them encourage you to kill it out. You kill it out. And then you go to the doctor and the doctor say, you have heart problem, you have liver problem, you have kidney problem. But to our medicine here, me can sell you for take care of that. And you buy the medicine and the medicine don't make out of dandelion. Lord Jesus, jokes on you. Jokes on you. Eh? And the doctor and the pharmacist go away laughing at you. Kya, 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 kya. Jokes on you. I'll reflect and reflect. And then when I stop, you still wasn't in my troublesome times are here, filling men's heart with fear. Freedom we all hold dear now is at stake. AG. Gay sister gay. How are you doing? Good morning. Brand 68, bless up a nice clean self, my brother. Brand, you know somebody that will come off at the live and I say, I come off until you come. Come in where you're coming now. You take long to come still, but that's all right. That's all right. We can work with that. Right, sister gay? Ay, mama sita. Good to see you, Brands. Bless up a nice clean self. Oh, Lord. AG, you will be all right. Trust me. You will be just fine. Nothing gonna happen to you. Nothing gonna happen. You stay safe on those streets. Stay safe on those streets. Don't make nothing do you. Keep your eyes on the road. Because mad people up on the road, you know. No matter how safely you think say you are drive. The mad people there. Sister Gia, I see you got that, huh? You got that. Listen, me having shenanigans this time. Me having shenanigans this time of the day, this blessed Sabbath day. Huh? I mean, name bake me pudding yesterday. My name bake me pudding yesterday. Can you all imagine? Yeah, me pudding when I grow up baking every Friday. Every Friday. If you don't do anything else, the pudding have to bake. Yeah. And the little tea have to be in a thermos and something. This morning, when you get up this time here, your clothes are already pressed, your shoes already clean, and you're ready to go. At what time now? As soon 8:30, in the next half an hour, everybody have to come out of the house. Everybody have to come out of the house and be ready if you reach a church. Mighty God. Me Jesus. Why my grandchildren them get away with murder? Because true mommy not strong again. If mommy did still strong. Everybody have to get up. Everybody have to get up and catch a church. From 9 o'clock in the morning until 12 o'clock church over, you go home, eat a little piece of pudding. Eat a little piece of pudding. Drink a little beverage. No time to rest. By 3 o'clock, you're gone right back at church. DJ Organic. Watch. She said, me I go bake it today. Today is Sabbath. Today is Sabbath. Me not baking it today. Me I cut me hard today though. That is for sure. Me I cut me hard today. Me can't bake my pudding pans. Me can't bake my pudding pans Saturday. Jesus know when broke corn and the cornfield pan Sabbath. Yeah. Right boot on the left foot. Bless up yourself. How you doing, my love? Good to see you. Blessings. Blessings to you. Yeah. And see a right boot there. Me da go left the live in a right boot. Me da come off of the live, And me say me nah come off until you come. You take long for come still. But that's all right. That's all right. We can work with that. Yeah. Yeah. me not be a pudding today, sister. Sister gave. Me not baking the pudding today. Yeah, but me I go cook today. Me say me dey on one juice diet. Why people? But I want make that sweet you so. Why that sweet you so right, boot? Why that sweet you so? You're not supposed to sweet, Come here, you say 2 minutes, that's all you want. Why we know that? Because a 2 minutes it take to say hello. So you know bother with that. So say 2 minutes. Yeah, you just mash up the conversation. You just mash up the conversation. Eh? Sure, sure, sure. Me don't cook today because Mr. Sister gave between me and you. Tracy, oh. Sister Gay, me did love you. Me change my mind. Me change my mind. Me change my mind. Me, not me and you no more. No, no, no. I can't believe you did that to me. I can't believe you did that to me right out on Broad Street. Like, me never going to repeat what you're right. Me just have to left it right there. You're bad. You're bad. Me not gonna say a word. Not one word I will say. Where Joseph? Joseph. Where the Joseph? Where they? Where them do me so bad? Cheese and peas. And this year Saturday this year blessed Sabbath morning here. So one thing what me gonna say no guys. You don't know how people always say whether or not the day after Sabbath or the first day of the week. Well, if we if we go by what the Bible said, right there, so we're just reading in Mark chapter 16, which part where Jesus get buried, the day before the Sabbath, and them say him when them come back the first day of the week, the day after the Sabbath, the first day of the week. That right yesterday, I believe, is the explanation. Nobody said the day after Sabbath was Sunday. No, I never said that. We just said that was the first day of the week. Yeah, so that kind of bring home a little bit of clarity right there. Because you ever hear some people argue and I say, then which day are the Sabbath? Which day are the Sabbath? The Sabbath when Jesus rests. You know, sometimes people argue about that. God, AG, did they hear I look for you, you know? AG said him did I look for him, they see you. Yeah. So it look like you did rise out of the sepulchre and gone. So I was acting as the boy sitting on the right side of the sepulchre. And me tell him saying can't find you here. You roll with the stone and gone. He must go on. He must go and go tell the people them say no find you here. All love, Sister Gay. All love. All love, my dear. Oh, that's Simonia. Simonia, bless up yourself. Good morning. Happy Sabbath to you. And to the rest of the people. All right, look how you come out of hiding. See, Card there, those of you was asking for catch, come out of hiding and presenting herself to you all. She hides no more. Yeah, let me see if you reach 30th. Yes, see there, you reach time and a half. So, mean minute and a half, hour and a half. I mean, I'd say reach hour and a half. So now I am going to, I go tend to my garden and I go cut my yard and then do some other things. And then we will talk again later. Win some! Win some! Somebody says some Monday would have be the third day. Him say, when then come the first day of the week, Jesus was gone. So if them come the first day of the week, that would have been the day after the Sabbath. Because them bury him the day before the Sabbath. And then when they come back the day after the Sabbath, he was gone. So the day after the Sabbath, they said was the first day of the week. Yeah. So if the day after the Sabbath was the first day of the week, then Monday, Monday as we know it now would have been, well, the second day of the week. We call it Monday. It would have been Monday. Because it's Sabbath are the last day of the week. And the day after that is the first day of the week. Then that tells me that the first day of the week come after the Sabbath. You said the internet keep acting up. Oh my God. Me always hear people at Jamaica always complain about the internet always. I get trouble. And we get trouble here sometimes too, you know. And if nobody feels if you know alone get trouble. And things are because we there in the big old Merrimack here, things not happen too. It happened. It happened. Yeah. Yes, me I gotta do some little gardening. Is it possible at reincarnation? You know, Andrea, me think about that all the time. I me not know enough to be honest with you. People want to think reincarnation is true. If you can't establish the first day of the week, then you can't establish the last day of the week. Neither can you establish what is the Sabbath day. Yeah, you got it right. Yes, God. Well, right here, so we have established the last day of the week. And them say the day before the Sabbath, that's when they crucify him. And then them say the day after the Sabbath, which was the first day of the week. So that's right, that's not self-explanatory. The day after the Sabbath was the first day of the week. So that would have make Sabbath being the last day of the week. Right? That makes sense. according to the good book. I book me, I go buy, I book me, I go buy what it say, But yeah, try to tell you exactly what the book say. You see me? Somebody asked about reincarnation. What if you say people? Me don't know. Some people say they believe in a reincarnation. They believe say the dead come back in somebody else in a different generation or so. Me don't know, but it could be possible. Me not gonna knock it because me can't justify knocking it and me can't justify supporting it. Me don't know. Me don't know. And you notice those elements of nature, those elements of life are not readily explicable to man. So we are left in this state of unbeknownst when it comes to things like that, we are left without answers. We don't know. We definitely don't know. There's gonna be no explanation. Like nobody now come back from the dead. Nobody now come back from the dead come tell us that nobody now come back from the dead come tell us say, over there. Watch ya. She say, all right, me don't know, my finger tired. Minute back. She say her finger tired, me tap the screen. How are this? Somebody say Friday would not count. You say Friday wouldn't count if you count the days of the week. Why wouldn't Friday be counted? Eh? Why wouldn't Friday be counted? No, Friday the crucifixion day. The day that we call Friday would be the crucifixion day. And if they may even call it one different name, it still would be the day before the Saturday. Now so you go. As per the Bible. Now, if someone passed Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, would be Sister Gay, you and I think along the same lines. Because I was saying it last week when we were reading, I said, I don't understand how from Friday, according to the crucifixion, from Friday to Sunday is 3 days. But when we check it, from Friday to Sunday would have been 2 days, right, Josette? Yeah. From Friday to Sunday would have been 2 days. But they said it was 3 days that he rested. So the same thing like you are saying, if somebody pass on Saturday, you say Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Tuesday becomes the 3rd day. So I mean, I know the check-in is not checking. The check-in is not checking at all. Right, Mike? Mike. Mitchie boys in the place and Joseph, bless upon yourself. Sister Gay, me don't know who changed it, me don't know who twisted. Because I guess back in those days, they counted the day off to be day 1. Yeah, they counted the day. That's how I counting surgical days. The first day when you get the surgery is day 1. Yeah, the second day after surgery is day 2. And the 3rd day is day 3. It looks like I saw them account. You don't get me? Oh my Lord, you sent Mike, what's up, Mitchie Boom? Mitchie Boom said just like how them claims say them are saved their light. Exactly. Bunch of cockadoodle stories them don't give us, ain't it? Yes, it is. Me not understand how them change it, how them change it. See, me say me get 5 roses. It's a good thing. So me stay here now. My grandmother always say, it better you walk for little something than sit down for nothing. My granny me get that from me now. Better walk for little something than sit down for nothing. Yeah. So me say me stay here a little bit. I see that Mike come 5 rows just like that. Jesus and peace. Mike, thank you so much. Thank you so much. So somebody said back then the calendar had 13 months. Yes, back then the calendar had 13 months. But at the same time, even if they have 20 months, how did they count the days? Apparently, they counted the days different from how we count the days today. Because, like Sister Gay said, if Saturday, if an event occurs on Saturday, they count Saturday, then they don't count Saturday. They count Sunday, Monday, they count Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So Tuesday would be the third day. But if it was like back in the day, Tuesday would be the fourth day. Not true, Gay? Yeah, because it would be Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Tuesday would be the fourth day. Boy, I mean, I know them I count them something here, I don't look at them I try to, it look like them I try to make me not go into the kingdom. Not right, not right, not right. But anywho, my charge is requiring my presence. Therefore, as much as I would love to be here with you all, I gotta hightail out of here at this moment. Oh, are you Trev? Long time no see. I missed this into Mike. Me not gone away now. You know. Like serious. Then look from when me there. Oh, 1.5 now. Me there here, Uh, yeah. So me just been on for 1 hour and 40 minutes. Yeah, me didn't wake up early. Me wake up early, but me didn't come on early at all. Yeah, me didn't come on early at all. But me there here. Me there here. Why you say? Me say Michibu. Michibu, you ever make me stay here till hours? Lord of his mercy. Let me see what time of day now. We have been fooled so many. Mr. Sister Gia, hey, we have been fooled so many times. All cow jump over the moon. And they can't tell these kids this kind of rubbish anymore. Exactly. These kids these days, they can't tell them this kind of rubbish. All right. Michibu, some of you stay. Michibu, some want 30 more minutes. Some of you stay for another 20 minutes. Large, Trev, me not too long. We can not even my face, me not wash yet. Me no mind. Me no mind. Me no mind talking to you even. Even if your face no wash. That is alright. Me can handle that. Me can handle a man with a dirty face. Me just can't handle a man with a dirty heart. And me can't handle a man with dirty fingernails. That's the only thing me can't handle. But me can't handle a man with a little sleepover face. Yeah? Yeah, me da watch you where day, I know. How did I cook my? Me da watch you, but me couldn't say a word from the position I was in. Yeah, me couldn't say a word. But me go and watch and listen. Yeah. Me you see your mother always conking in your head. Me did watch that the one day. Me did respond to that one day. Yeah, but me hear you. Otherwise. Yeah. Yeah, yes, brother Mike. So why I said the calendar after 13 months, the Bible had more books, go figure. Well, that is true. And it is not good to come early either. It is never good. It is never good. It is never good to come early. Yeah, it is never good. All right. So listen, no matter how me read the Bible and try to be a good, decent, upstanding citizen, you see, on the internet, uno a trouble. Yeah, uno are really trouble. I don't know what to do with uno. Stay focused. I'm gonna stay focused. Us Not me. Me not included. Me not included in that at all. Is Uno, that me. That not include me. The lawnmower is still up and running. And oh my God, sister Andrea, my lawnmower, me have it run a back underneath the back porch, run on the back porch. It better be up and running. The battery is charged. Me said that was the best thing I did. You don't think so? That was the best thing I did if you buy the battery powered lawnmower. Because trust me, the gas lawnmower, me have to walk up and down with gas buckle, go a gas station, I buy gas, I pull string for start up lawnmower. That. Yeah, this one, me just drop in the battery and boom, boom, boof, 1, 2, 3. And the battery lasts for about 45 minutes. 45 minutes. When we don't cut the yard in a 45 minutes, the battery good. If me lay, I make it last about an hour, the battery might die on me while I'm cutting the yard. I mean, I like that. So I just usually 1, 2, 3. Yeah. 45 minutes. It doesn't take me more than 45 minutes to cut the yard. Yeah, quick time. Because I only cut the front, because I now cut the back of the yard. Mitty Boo said, "To me late. Wanted to inquire if there's any update on my nephew." Well, my nephew was buried on Saturday. Yeah. My nephew was buried on Saturday. So anything gonna happen after that. Okay. Yeah, anything other happen after that. But yeah, yeah. He was buried on Saturday. Unfortunately, the sadness is still resonating throughout the family. My sister in particular is, the grief come in waves, torrential waves, I tell you. Talk truth, Blake. My sister Blake said, Trev, talk truth. No, sir. No, sir. I mean, I like them early comings, and not a Jesus. No, sir. Eh. Me run left plenty over that. Me no night. No, sir. Listen, today is the Sabbath, please. Today is the Sabbath. Jesus is resting in the tomb, and so am I. No, allow me. I didn't know you had a death in the family, my God. Oh, Mike. Oh, boy. Yes, my dear. My nephew was a college student over there in Richmond, in Virginia. Them same drown. I saw them say, brother, same drown on campus. In a campus lake. So they say, in drown. So I don't know. I don't know. The stories are still conflicting. And I don't know what to believe. So me have to just the only one true thing is that him gone. And me have to watch them put him down in the cold hard ground. Sad. I don't even want to think about it. Don't even want to think about it because it is absolutely painful. Absolutely painful. Yeah. So anywho, gentle people, just for Michibu, because you don't know say anything me do for Michibu. Yeah, may I stay here until the 9 o'clock hour, even though I was going to I was going to I was going to leave. Mm-hmm. Okay. You say I got inbox me, yeah, inbox me. Inbox me. Inbox me, we talk. You know, so that's supposed to be measured. Hold on. Hold on. Let me send one text here. So it's supposed to be. Did you know that it is supposed to be um a quarter cup per serving of that thing there, you know? Where say what should be send me a pause. Send me a pause. What should be measured? Baking powder? Yes, baking powder is supposed to be measured. You can't just dash baking powder in a way you do so. Baking powder needs to be measured. But I never baking powder may attack. Me, I never baking powder may attack. Me that talk about breakfast. Breakfast. I would have give me one heart in the hands. Thank you so much. You know, see guys, that's why I stay over here a little longer now. Thank you so much for our hand hearts. Thank you so much for the hand hearts, my friend. I sincerely appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We can convert the hand hearts into money, Mike. What me do with them? We can convert them. I never know. Me on the internet. I never know what they go on. See, somebody send me an ice cream cone. See there, Mike, you don't understand how my belly. How my belly I get out of control. I know what really, you know, sister, me I work on the belly. Wow, Michi Boost, if you send them to her as lion. Send, send them to you as lion. You're going live today, Michi Boo? Talk to me, cause me I go back live later, you know, after me. Me I go live when me I cut the yard. Yeah, me might do one live when me I cut the yard and show no. Yeah, just to keep on a company when me I cut the yard later on. Cause it's a nice cool day, it's not hot. So it's a perfect time to cut the yard. Yesterday morning, when me come from work, I dug out all the little growths out of the driveway. So now me just need to cut the yard. And since me only cut the front, since me only cut the lawn in the front, yeah, since me only cut the lawn in the front, it not take no much time. Right, Mike? It not take too much time at all. Oh, it's Earth Day. Oh, it's Earth Day. See, I go live. Me say, if you do bad one more time, yeah, me only cut the lawn in at the front. Me no Runner back is my runner back. That's my guard. What wrong? I don't know. What me gonna bad so? Run, runner back is my garden. I me need me dandelion them. Me need me dandelion them to make me tea and all these good things. All right. I made me dandelion coffee. And we can't not dandelion coffee, but dandelion. And also dandelion you can make like coffee. Like the roots of the dandelion. Know the roots of the dandelion look almost like carrots. Yeah. You you cut it and dry it. Me keep on I forget say a Sabbath, you know. Me keep on I forget. Lord forgive me. Please forgive me. And them people here, me I blame it on them people here. And them a cause me for sin on the Sabbath. I never cause me to sin, Lord forgive me. On this year holy day of rest. Me not talk to you again. Me not talk to you. I don't know what you say. Me I keep myself to myself these days. If there's any such thing. Somebody said them here say the dandelion good for thyroid. Dandelion good. Remember yourself. Dandelion is good for a lot of things. Dandelion is good for a lot of things. Yeah. You are going to root up your dandelion and use them roots there. Wash them nice and good. Wash it nice and good. Cut it up. Cut it up thin. You can slice it thinly. Put it in the oven, make it dehydrate, make it kind of roast a little bit. I've been trying hard to stay out the way, but it something about April, it never fails. April never fails. Boy, I tell you, sis. I tell you. Yes, people. So I'm telling you, take the dandelion roots and you cut it up, put in the oven, roast it a little bit. Now burn it up, just roast it a little bit. And then you put it in the blender, blend it out. God say keeping myself to myself is my problem. Yes, man, me having a hard time doing that. Me having a hard time. Ain't nobody feel help me with the hard time me having. Me ain't nobody feel help with for them hard time either. Right, Joseph? Joseph? Yeah. But that's how it goes sometimes. When you see me I talk about the dandelion now, you make me a change the story. What's wrong with y'all? Jeez and peas. Yes, as me was telling you about for use the dandelion. Yeah, roast it. No burn it up, just roast it. And then put in a blender and blend it. And then after you have blended it, you put in a dry container. And just like how you would have take up a spoon of dried coffee, can't say me a self-destruct. Achoo. Achoo. Just like how you would have take up a spoonful of coffee, you take a spoonful of the dandelion and use it make your tea. If you want to drink it black, you drink it black. If you want to put milk in it, make it a little bit more palatable, like you would your coffee. You do it the same way. I say, Jenna Weird, I was going to come off of the live, and I say me have a hardback man here where me a wait pan and see this so a Jenna Weird. Jenna Weird forward up in the place. You see me tell them say me that wait pan somebody. Ask them if me not tell them say me that wait pan somebody before me come off of the live. Are you me that wait pan, Huh? Oh Jesus, Mike say me fi stay focused. Stay focused. That is my problem. Because that is not for us. I don't know why you say that like that. It is not for us. It is for you all. Me know in that we don't know, right, Camille? Me know in that we don't know. No focus for me. It's for Uno. No get me. No get me. All right. So here comes Jenna Wade forward up in the place. Me that wait for your star for true. True. Me not tell no lie on the Sabbath. Me that wait for you. Me that wait for you to come. You take long to come like that. Bless up yourself. Bless up yourself. Me say if me follow Uno, if I follow Uno, me follow Mike said, Trev, you're falling off the track. Falling? Me drop off long time, brother. Me drop off on the track long time. Me I talk about the dandelion. Then me have a lion back man coming at the chat. The conversation switch to that. Listen, me need no help. Let me continue. Use the what pana name free CMOS toothpaste. I want that. Oh, you brush your teeth. I mind your business. Lord Jesus God. Lord help me soul. She said me I play the harlot on the Sabbath. Well, you see, playing the harlot is not a bad thing, you know. Playing the harlot is not a bad thing, guys, because remember, say, I am on the throne of, but yeah, yes, my dear brush teeth, my dear on the throne of grace. I want to go on there for Jesus. Paul, Paul, welcome. Me da wait for you, you know. Me da wait for you to come. Me da wait for you to come. Bless up yourself. But people, it's not a bad thing to play the harlot in upon the Sabbath because me go show you how being a harlot is a good thing. Unu watch ya. Unu watch ya. Unu listen to me now. What the harlot? What the and a good thing? That no, me I go show you. Hear this now. Me I go show you why how that just make Joseph get jealous. Joseph alright, man. Me know if he smooth him out. Yeah, man, a prostitute. Good thing. Bro. Yeah. But Jenna wait say harlot. Yeah, man. Harlot. Watch a Mike say me need to change the punchline. Change the punchline or change who me a punch. Alright. Alright. Let me tell you when when a harloting was a good thing. So as we are read the Bible, remember Tamar? Watch I didn't say the first time that I hear somebody in the background. No worry yourself about that. No worry yourself. So, you remember Tamar in the Bible? You remember say Tamar was married to Judah's. You follow me now? You send me ice cream for cool me down. Yeah, thanks for the ice cream, it a cool me down, but me still not gonna stop telling you. You send me roses to me smell, but me still not gonna stop telling you. Right, Charles? Stop here, so Charles, and listen to this. So Tamar, you know say Jesus is descendant from the line of a harlot. You don't realize that? Alright, let me show you now. So Tamar was married to Judah's son. You remember? That son was very wicked. And God unalive him. Somebody send me a finger heart. Bless up yourself. Thank you for that finger heart. Yeah, you see that? Me stay here tonight and me I get gifts. You see that? Thank you guys. So per Moses' law that he gave to the people, him say, if the man is married to a woman and the man dies, and the woman and then have no picnic together. Oh, you thought me was gonna mention Rahab? No, me not mention she yet. Me not mention sleep. Somebody say a morning, not night. All right, me understand that. Everybody happen to come on you in here, waiting for them make your life. Joseph, you can't do me so. Joseph said, everybody who come on here, me tell them to me that wait upon them. Or make me tell much like Jesus and Pizza. Joseph, you can't do me so. No. All right, then say stay focused. Stay focused. Thanks for the support, guys. You just have me I go from one side of the track to the next. From one side of the track to the next. How I do, man? Sure. So anyway, so me have a talk about the harlots. So Tamar was married to Judah. Judah is one of the boys that Leah had for Jacob, right? Tamar was married to one of Judah's son, the first son. The first son died, and him and Leah never, excuse me, him and Tamar didn't have any kids together when he died. But per Moses' law that the people were living by, Judah has to give now Tamar to the other son. Because if you're dead and your wife don't have no kids, your brother have to take your wife and make her have kids to continue your generation. So that's the law Judah was following. So Judah gave Tamar to his second son. That second son was also wicked. So God unalive him too. But now Judah have one next son. This is the third son. So he's supposed to give Tamar to this third son. But the son kind of young still. Him kind of young. Yeah, one little gelding. Him kind of young. So Judah told Tamar, me know I'm supposed to give you the other son to marry so you can raise up children in the name of your husband. But him too young. So me I go send you back to your father, go on back to your father's house and go wait until him get old enough. Then we give him to you to marry. So Tamar go back to her father's house. Wait and she wait and she wait and she wait. Boy get big. Boy get big, back get strong. And Judah no keep him promise to Tamar. Still no give her the son. So Tamar say I go and set for me, see. I go and wait till when him a pass by here, I go up in the mountain, go shearing sheep them. You understand? Listen to me now, Jenna Weird. Listen to me now. Me not divert. So Tamar say, I go and lay wait him and wait so till him going up in the mountains, go shearing sheep and watch me and him. So Tamar dress up like a harlot because him know say Judah love go a back road. Yeah? Judah. But Tamar turn your made a wait. Yes, sir. Tamar go her father and sit down and wait for Judah to give her the third son. But she dress up, brother. She know say Judah love go down a back road. So she dress up like a harlot and sit down out in the road and wait for him to pass by. So when him a pass by and him see the harlot sitting there, him stop and engaging with her, conversation, him want a little something. You know what I mean? She agree. Say, yeah, we can go around we can go another corn piece there, wherever they go. I don't know where they go. Yeah, we can go wherever. You understand? So, she say, Judah have to pay her. Yeah, Judah have to pay her. You have to pay for what you get, right? So, Judah say to her, say, well, me I go pay you, but yeah, what? You have to wait till when me go up. When we done, here some me go up, go share my sheep them, and then me will send back the payment fee. What the payment going to be? One goat. I one goat or one sheep. Jesus, back then, it looked like skins was worth more than now. Can I get one whole a goat? Tamar did that choppy line. Tamar said, no, sir, you not trick me. You not trick me. After you done promise me the third son turn big trunk back man, and you don't give him to me, I go jump to the bag, but I go bring the phone with me. Don't want to miss out on you. Yeah, you know what people don't want to miss out on me, and those who miss out on me still a beat up on themselves, I say, what the hell, man? What we generate? I wonder why you can't get the 2 pigeon. Me don't know. I don't know why you couldn't get the 2 pigeon, brother. But let me stay focused. So anywho, so Tamar tell him say, hell to the no, me not trust you. You not go up on the mountain and send back no goat come get to me. Cause me not trust you. So here what we are gonna do. You are gonna leave your little signet, look something, look something them the high priest them that wear upon their head and the little cane what they carry like one shepherd cane like that. Yeah. So she said, you left them things there with me. And when you send back the goat, whoever you send back the goat with, me we give them here for carry back come give you. Easy exchange is no robbery, right? So Judah agreed. Yeah? And when the chopper get chopped, it's a different thing, And when the chopper get chopped or something else. So when Judah go back up on the mountain, him said to one of his servants, say, yeah, what? One prostitute down the road there, so you know. Can't go out here. Can't go out here go get to her for me. So when the servant go down the road now with the goat, I look for this prostitute, him can't find her. He ask the people them, yo, who knows one prostitute out here, so? I say prostitute. The prostitute not them one of them part of place here, so. So, yeah, man, one prostitute them out here. The master sent me with a goat to come get to the prostitute. Them said, don't star, the prostitute not there, so. Him go back and tell the master, say, the people them said, no prostitute not there. Them not see no prostitute. So, oh, that's strange. That means somebody just chop a line and thief my signet and my staff. But anyway, I don't worry yourself. I will find out who. Months pass now, couple months pass. And Tamara belly I get big now. Tamara pregnant. The people them now rush go tell Judah say, yeah, what? You don't know what? Tamara breed. Tamara breed. Tamara not supposed to have breed. Because she's supposed to be waiting. And you forgive her the last son. So she's pregnant. Now them a charge her with fornication. Them a charge her now with adultery. And who is supposed to be our judge? Who is supposed to be our judge? Judah. Supposed to be our judge. Tamar said, where there's a will, there's a way. Exactly. So Judah now, I got order them now, see, stone Tamar to DEATH. You don't know what I talk about, right? Come him say, him a pass verdict now, him a judge now, we know. So him a go say, Tamar forget stone because Tamar never wait upon him to give her the last son. Tamar obviously gonna go, with somebody else and stuff. When they move in pan Tamar to take her out, Tamar say, yeah, what? You can't take me out, But you don't know who I'm pregnant for. The person who own this signet and this staff. The people them say, hold up. Wait a minute now. We recognize that staff and that signet. That staff and that signet look like it belong to the father. Father, I feel your signet and staff that. Meji boss how she bust the case and say, yes, me did wait for your son. Exactly. I don't know, sister. So them say, but the signet and the staff belong to father. That was Judah. So at that point now, Judah realized that he made a try chop a line, but he get chopped. So in order for them not bother for stone Tamar, because Tamar was carrying his seed. So I saw Tamar escape. And then Tamar, yeah man, Tamar was smart, Yamed man. Tamar want me to take a page out of your book. Tamar was a smart Yamed. Yeah. So Tamar now had a pair of twin boys for Judah. So when I read the Bible say Judah did have 5 boys. As so come Judah end up with 5 boys. Because with his first wife, him did have the 3 boy them. And then Tamar had the twin boys for him. Now, Jesus come from the line or the line, whatever one want, which one want to use. The two of them can work. Of Phares. Now, one of the boy with Tamar did have for Judah did name Phares. Yeah, some say Phares, some say Perez. Some part in the Bible call him Perez and some part spelling him Phares. But we know it's the same person them attack. Yeah. So Phares now is one of the twins that Tamar had for Judah. And this year Phares is the father of Boaz. You remember Boaz, what we did read about? Remember Boaz did with Ruth? Remember Boaz did marry to Ruth? Ruth what did come back with Naomi? And remember that story there? I know some of you don't remember now. I try teaching you the Bible, I don't remember now. Remember? Naomi did left Israel and go away. I wish she did go again, card. Naomi did go away with her husband and her two sons them. And one of her son did marry to Ruth, and one of her son did marry to Orpha. Right? The where them they come from again? Ammonite woman. Right, card? Me I tell you not me head no me not read, so me not if me miss. Yeah. But when the two sons had died, Naomi decided, say, what she do with her husband dead, her two sons them dead, she not get no grand pitney. I just see her two daughter-in-law them left. She decided, when me I go back to me there, man, me I go back to Israel. No need for Netflix, exactly. The Bible have the whole story. Yeah, man. So when Naomi decided that she was going back to her people, she gave the two daughter-in-law them the option to go on back on the people, go on back to the people them, because there's no point in you all following me. Me not have no more son if you no marry. Me not have none else. I'm an old woman. I just me. So I'm go on back. And Ruth says, I will not. Mom, I will stay with you. Wherever you go, I will go. Your people will be my people, and your God will be my God. So Ruth went with Naomi back to Jerusalem, back to Israel. And Orpha, the other daughter-in-law, she went back to her people. So Judas, I beat up the peaches. Judah. Well, it looked like I did just the one time. It looked like I did just the one time, Judah. Yeah, look like I did just the one time Judah did get the look in the ramping shop with Tamar. Yeah, look like I the one time he did in the ramping shop with Tamar and get the twin them. Yeah. So after that now, Ruth and after Ruth went with Naomi back to Israel, later on, long story short, Ruth ended up marrying Boaz. Now, Boaz was a very rich man, and he was family to the husband that Naomi had. So Naomi's dead husband was related to Boaz. And Naomi, she kind of encouraged the relationship between Ruth and Boaz. And eventually, Ruth and Boaz got married. Now, Boaz was a descendant of Pharez, who was Judah's son. You get it? So Jacob was Pharez's grandfather. You get it? Coming all the way down, they had Jesse, and Jesse had David. David had Solomon, and Solomon had Rehoboam, and the line went down and down and down to Jesus. But me the wonder say why them would have said that, because them say Joseph and not Jesus' father. So me not understand how them do that. Joseph, who claimed to be, who was married to Mary, who gave birth to Jesus, Joseph comes from the line of Judah, the line of Pharez, the line of Boaz, the line of Jesse, the line of David, the line of Solomon, the line of Rehoboam. That is where him come from. That's where that Joseph they come from. So that's how they associate Jesus with the line of David. But the funny thing is, they also say that same Joseph had nothing to do with Jesus's DNA, because he was not with Mary prior to Jesus's conception. So no see right there, so they kind of have some gray areas, because them say Jesus was on earth but was not of the earth. So it wasn't a seed, it wasn't an egg and a sperm that got together to produce him. So that means say him not really related to Joseph then. Right, guys? Wanna say? That means he wasn't really related to Joseph. So he wouldn't be really related to David. That means he wouldn't ever really be related to Judah. If I'm being practical. You not agree with me? Joseph said, please don't tell no lie on me now. Look how look how far me the mighty God. Joseph, Joseph, them say, them say, them say, them say you're still married to Mary, even though. Them say you're still married to Mary, even though she was pregnant by another man. That means say you have a good heart. Cause what people them did I tell Joseph stuff is stone Mary. Stone the whole her lot, run her away. You know, say the girl go sleep on you. Yeah, and Joseph was contemplating it. The Bible says he was contemplating it. But then the angel come to him in a sleep, in a dream, and tell him, say, you know, don't discard Mary. She is indeed pregnant. We know you haven't been with her. But that child that she carries shall redeem Israel. That child that she carries is no ordinary child. It's no ordinary child. So Joseph did a pre-badness. Yeah, man. It's the Bible say it was in Joseph's heart. Yeah. Because remember, it was their custom. If you ever go get pregnant and you're not married, them not do nothing to the man, you know. Them not doing anything to the man who get you pregnant. But that woman that who pregnant, oh Lord, them a play rock stone. A play rock stone she'd I get. Eh. Even though them people there was the people, and them say them was the people of God. Yeah, them was God chosen people. But what a murderous people them was he. All them sitting there where Moses tell the people them. Everything Moses tell the people them. Unalive one another for this. Unalive them for that. Fling rock stone, unalive them. Let me tell you, there was no grace. And that the part them did have a problem with. How Moses was telling the people that are Jesus, that are God. I tell him these things and I tell him how to lead the people and I tell him what kind of laws to enact for the people. But at the same time, all of them liar was so murderous. You know, no, some of the things that God tell Moses nothing. Moses just said, maybe God talk to him, but he kind of get over himself. Yeah, I think Moses did kind of get above himself and tell the people them more than what God did say. You don't think so? That's what I was told as a child. I grew up and read it for myself. So I see him where it's set. Like what, Mike? Which one? I mean, I talk about someone sitting one time. Can't even keep a solid train of thought. He might say Joseph was Jesus's father. No, Jesus. It was, remember, say Jesus' name come about from the same process as other humans come about. So therefore, he wasn't related to nobody. Therefore, he wasn't related to nobody really. The only person, well, we would have said, well, he was related to his mother. For at least she did give birth to him. So we could have said, well, he was related to she, but he not related to Joseph. You understand? I feel like whoever write the Bible leave us. I don't feel like Michibu. There's a lot left out of the Bible. I said the Bible have some book too, you know. Remember, I said the other day when we were reading, it talked about also the book of Moses. So there is a book of Moses, there's a book of Enoch, there's a book of Nathan. There are lots of books. Remember, you know, people do not forget the Bible was not a novel that someone sat down and wrote. You understand? The Bible is a collection. It's a collection of ancient Jewish writings where they are trying to share with us to share with us the advent of the Jewish religion, if you know what I mean. She said that's what we referred. Yes, the advent of the Jewish religion and how it all started with Moses and coming on forth to whatever else happened with them. It's sort of a history book of the existence of the Jews and what they have been through and how they have forever sought deliverance. So that made me want to ask all kinds of questions like, how did it end up therefore being our religious authority? Yeah, me not get it. You know, how did it end up being our religious authority? But me I gonna leave it right there, so because there are some things that I cannot explain, and I'm not even going to try to explain. And you get me? Yeah. So that is that. Oh, yes, that you did I refer to? Yeah, me get it. Me get it. Mm-hmm. So it's the Bible, as I was saying, is a compilation. Yeah. Some authority decided that they are going to collect up all these stories. Them are go read them, and them are go decide. Them are go put them together in a book, and them are go decide which ones to choose and which ones to leave out. I'm surprised that they put all of these the stories of the crucifixion in the book of in the New Testament. I'm surprised that they put all those different accounts. The account of Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, they are basically the same. They are basically the same. And I'm surprised that they put in all those four accounts in the Bible. When there are others, there are other instances where different people wrote their accounts of different situations, but they only put one person's or two persons' account in the book. Yeah. Yeah. So let me see what else you know I say now. Wanna see? Wanna tell me if you stay here for 20 more minutes. 20 minutes turn into 40. Me Jesus. Okay. All right, let me continue talk. Let me see what time of day now. All right, now 3 more minutes. 3 more minutes. I will be here with you all. Then me go get myself together. Get a crack-a-lacking. Okay, lovely people. Yeah. So so that's how that was. And it was how long? 14 generations after David. 14 generations after David that Jesus actually came. Yeah. 14 generations after David. All of them was 14, 14, 14. I wonder what's the significance of that 14. What's the significance of that 14? Anybody have any idea what's the significance of that 14? Kind of 14 generations wasn't David 14 generations from his great grandfather Abraham? Yeah. And Jesus was 14 generation from David. No, so? I saw it go? No, so? See, like so? Well said. Thanks for staying. You are welcome, my love. You are welcome. Somebody said their birthday at 8/14. Your birthday at 8/14? Oh, yeah, 8/14. One of my son's birthday at 8/14 too. That's nice. Yeah. That one pitney band one 8/14. But anywho, gentle people, I got apart for the live, you know. All good things must come to an end, right? And this good thing here this morning, where we have spent the time together, has come to an end. Me, I go try to come back on the live later. I don't know what time yet, but I go try to come back so we can chat a little bit. They said it signifies deliverance and salvation, the number 14. Okay. Okay. It signifies deliverance. The number 14 signifies deliverance. Yeah, because all of those are 14 generation back from Abraham to David, 14 generation from David to Jesus. So I will be 14 generation. 14 generation done pass already. From Jesus to the coming back. Right? 14 generation done pass long time. So I don't know what they gonna happen for the next 14 generation. But anyhow, whatever it is, none of us shall live to see 14 generation. I just saw the thing set. All right, so that's going to be it from me for this morning, my friends. Once again, thank you all for the loves, for the likes, for the hearts, for the ice cream, for the what else you give me this morning? Whatever else you all gave, I'm sure you all gave from your heart. And I sincerely, sincerely appreciate it because I came here to talk with you all from my heart. You understand? You're happy to stay, but still a come. Joseph, no, me no star. Love me no rasta. Shoops. Shoops. It's always a pleasure being here with you, Jenna Weird and Michibu and Josephs and Mike, Cad, AG, Winsome, Andrea, the amazing M&G, and everybody else, the blessed one who was here, and the forever faithful sister Winsome. The forever faithful sister Winsome. Bless upon yourself. We'll come back later. Oh, later we are going to do swords in hand, guys. Yeah, later we are going to do swords in hand. So uno gear up and uno try to remember all that I have taught you all. You know, we are going to do swords in hand later. All right, so have yourselves a fabulous and a fantastic afternoon, my friends. Or rest of the morning, I should say. Until next time, my friends, this is Trevor from Traversence, where your journey matters. Have a good day, Jojo. And Michibu, bless upon yourself, and I will see you all later. Oh yeah, I didn't realize my phone I did. I'm gonna lose charge.